all day. Have to boil it, and
Oh, it takes a couple days.
I didn't know it was a couple of them.
It
Right.
used to take Aunt Mary a couple days to make it.
So were there ever any traditions like that, like you were saying, New Year's, like, when you guys were, newlyweds, more or less, just starting off, like, did you go to your mom's every year for New Year's, or was there any,
Yeah.
Oh,
things,
yeah, for
things like
years.
that? Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep. Used to go every New Year's Eve. We usually went there Christmas Eve
Yeah.
too for a while.
yeah.
Even
And we
when,
used to go down Christmas Day
yeah,
until I think it was
our kids had the chicken pox.
had the chicken pox. And with Aunt Wally's two kids, of course, couldn't take it around them.
Yeah.
So that's when Grandma and Pap started to come up here every Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the first several years, we would be down there for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
In fact, I
I don't remember which two got the chicken pox. Laura and Linda, or Linda and Burl?
No, I think it was Laura and Linda.
Laura and Linda.
Yeah. But I had downstairs. I still have. Is it a red jacket of my dad's? I have a hat. I know
A red wool
the
coat.
red coat that he always wore. And there's a hat in the bottom of that drum down there that was my dad's.
You still have that coat?
I'm not sure. There's a red coat down there, but I think that was mine.
Where is it? In that rack in the back
And
room?
that rack in the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed your closet down there is tilting very drastically.
I need to get rid of some of them gowns and stuff down here.
One of these days it's going to fall
Well, it's
over.
the stuff that's
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah, your wedding film, it looked like your tux was either white or some kind of like super light. Maybe it's just the film
No,
got
it was
It's
discolored.
white.
supposed to be white.
White.
It was white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a sharp tux.
I just looked at that one this morning.
Yeah.
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 And when I sent that to my sisters and Abby and Kaylin, all the girls were they were commenting on your wedding video, and they
Yeah.
were just like, "Oh my God!" They're like, just the styles of the time. They're like,
Oh,
"Look at
yeah.
all the frills on those dresses, and oh my
Right.
God, are those hoop skirts gigantic?" And
Yeah.
yeah,
You sent it to Laura and Linda then?
yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know Dee Dee said she was looking forward to them.
Yeah.
And you sent the one down to Bobby.
Only the one. I didn't send the anniversary one down yet because he wasn't sure if he could open them.
Right. But I don't know if he hasn't answered back whether I'll have to text him and see if he could open it. Yeah, he and I, Sam, grew up more like brother and sister than we did cousins.
Yeah, I remember you've said that.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
that's like my oldest niece.
Yeah.
She and I grew up more like brother and sister than we did niece and uncle.
Yeah.
what was the age difference?
3 years.
Oh,
Well, maybe 3.5. 3.5.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was an uncle at 3.5 years old.
yeah,
Her birthday's in January, mine's in July.
She just had a birthday.
She just had a birthday.
and she's a child of.
Kate
And Kate.
and Jim Schradenkos.
Okay.
And Kate.
My oldest sisters.
Yeah.
My oldest sister's oldest daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so Christmas you guys would spend it at your parents.
Uh-huh.
Like I would assume at some point you'd
Well,
stop
you're-
by and see your mother too, or
Years
No,
ago, Christmas Eve.
My mother either lived, either my sister or here, or was my mother traveled around
okay,
after she sold her house in the campground.
Yeah.
okay,
She didn't have any one particular
She'd
place.
stay with us for a while, and then she'd stay with Aunt Eck for a while.
She was out
Then,
east
then
with
she'd go out east and stay with Uncle Glenn,
Glenn
and
or
Aunt Kate.
Kate or whoever.
huh?
Yeah.
So she never quite, never quite had a permanent address.
Not after that.
Not after she
No.
sold her house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those campgrounds you're referring to, it's in Harmer on the other side of the tracks, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I remember years ago we were driving through it one day and you took a little detour and showed us
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one time,
At one time, though, all the brothers and sisters, you and I and Eck and, well, Cal and Dot, we used to take turns Christmas Eve having a family get together.
yeah, after we moved here,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I always had ours downstairs.
yeah, Eck and Jim, we
Eck
had
and-
ours,
Eck.
Cal and Dot, Pat and Paul. Yeah, the four of us back here would rotate and have Christmas
Yeah.
Eve or
Yeah,
whatever.
usually Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we had a gift exchange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to draw names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that was kind of fun. Your dad's even suggested that we should start drawing names.
Yeah, that's the
He
last
mentioned that a couple times.
because the last couple of years that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. Your dad has mentioned that. Burl has mentioned that often.
Yeah.
At Christmas, well, like everybody says, it got too commercialized.
Yeah.
It wasn't. People
Too
were
expensive.
forgetting the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, and oh, and I'll ask you the same thing I asked you. Were still in the other room. The film reels that would have been in the basement at Gigi's
Yeah.
house. You don't remember who would have?
They were pitched.
They were
You
pitched.
think Dee Dee and Ron took something? I think Dee Dee and Ron may have them.
No, they don't have all of them. Because there was still.
Well, I think they took the projector though, and a lot of the.
I don't know about the projector, but I know your dad was down there going through a lot of that stuff,
Okay.
and he would always come to the bottom of the steps and, what do I do with these? And I was the one that said, and I asked you a couple times, and it ended up a lot of them were just pitched.
But there
Same
was.
way with the 35mm slides.
She was mentioning slides.
Well,
too,
there
yeah.
was something though that I know Dee Dee and Ron took out of the house. I'll have to ask Dee Dee about it,
I don't know.
whether it was the slides or what it was.
And then, speaking of films, your films that I'm slowly going through right now, I actually found a place that'll scan them. Well, there's a company out there in Squirrel Hill that I could ship them off to and pay them, but somebody mentioned to me that the Carnegie Library in Oakland has this whole room for preservation stuff. They've got equipment for VHS, scanning photographs, converting tapes, everything. And they even have equipment for scanning 8mm films.
Oh.
So I'm going to try that sometime, but it's going to take quite a while
Yeah.
because you have to book an appointment for that room. And it's a library, so they don't have a ton of weekend hours for me. So when I get the chance, I definitely want to go down there and try that stuff out. So long story short, I'll be holding on to those films for a good
No
while,
problem, yeah.
probably.
They've been sitting up in that cupboard for how many
That's right.
years?
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to booking an appointment at that library and trying that
You
out.
say you do have the one with the Christmas of years ago?
Yeah, all of the smaller cartridges that were sitting in there, what are they, 3-inch reels or something like that. Most of those are labeled Christmas, and it would have been like 62, 63, 64, somewhere around there. And a couple of them, you might have saved a couple of minutes. It mentions like Linda's birthday, might have been Laura's birthday a couple times here and there.
Yeah.
Nothing for my dad.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Well, Linda's birthday was right around Christmas.
yeah.
So-
And all the big blue reels, I have no idea what, because
No, I have no
none of them are labeled,
Yeah.
so I have to go through them and see
Yeah.
what's on them.
And Laura Ann's birthday was always around Mother's Day. So you had get-togethers, for both Christmas and Mother's Day. 'Cause in fact, she was born, it was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I told Sam some of the information might be in Mom's Bible, too, in there. And he was asking about different things. She's got a lot of stuff written down in that Bible. Because I went through it, and she must have saved everybody's little card from the funeral homes. Every one of the neighbors on Hodel Street up there must have.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't save those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe that's
yeah.
where Aunt Lolly gets that from, saving all the
And
Remember-
snow
But Lolly
pictures.
would say
Yeah.
ridiculous things.
like the name cards for Thanksgiving.
right.
Yeah.
There's a whole box of Graham's pictures downstairs.
You said snow pictures. Who takes snow pictures?
She did.
Your mother or Lolly?
My mother.
Okay.
She loved snow.
Oh, okay.
She loved it. But any picture when I went through, I had a black garbage bag full of pictures when I brought up from the house. I sat there on my recliner, a recliner I should say, went through them. If there wasn't people on it and it was all snow, they went in the garbage.
Yeah.
I thought, if there was there's some pictures that there's nobody around anymore to tell me who they are.
Yeah.
And I should have gotten a lot of that before Aunt Dot passed away.
Right.
Because there was one that my sister doesn't even know who they were. Now, I don't remember how many children my sister would know. My grandmother, how many sisters and brothers she had.
Who, Grandma
Walmsley.
Walmsley? I don't know.
Well, Uncle Bob must have been a brother of hers?
Yeah. Robertson?
Yeah, because he
The
lived
one who
in
lived down in
the one that
Dormont?
lived in Florida.
Well, yeah.
Bob and Ann?
Yeah.
Well, they used to live around
Dormont.
Dormont, yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
one
where
of our
does Uncle
brothers.
Eck come in at? I think
He's his brother too,
he has to be a brother of my grandmother's. His name was Alex.
Alex.
He was a Robertson.
Yeah.
Aunt Jean Aunt Jean might have married a Robertson.
Right.
What's really confusing, Sam, is my grandmother and grandfather married sisters and brothers. Like my grandfather Walmsley married, of course, a Robertson.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
There's a Robinson that married a Walmsley.
yes, there's a Robertson that married a Walmsley.
Oh.
And that's why I can never could keep that
Oh.
family straightened out because
Okay.
I couldn't figure out who belongs to who.
Yeah. So at one point, yeah, both sides of that family were together for, a wedding or something, and somebody's eye caught another's eye, and
Right. Yep.
do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. So your wedding, looking at that.
I just finished looking at that.
Yeah. So the only place I recognized was where you guys had photographs taken. It was in Trenham Park because it said
Yeah,
big.
Brackenridge Park.
Yeah, because I recognized that right
Under the-
away.
yeah.
I got a kick out of that.
The
So
reception was held up at
Well, it's now the Blue Haven.
now the Blue Angel.
Blue
Up
Angel.
to Crossroads.
Down past Bochek's.
oh well, that was where we had somebody had a wake there. Was it Uncle Steve's wake?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So that was where your reception was,
That's
the
where
Blue
our
Haven.
reception was.
Blue Haven.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
sister's reception was up there too.
Yeah.
Her wedding.
Where was where was the ceremony? What church was that?
Missionary Alliance right in Acme. And right
As
on.
you're going down toward the dam,
Yeah.
there's a little church on the left-hand side. Christian
I
Missionary
don't,
Alliance.
I
it
don't
used
think
to
it's a
be.
church anymore.
I don't know. It still looks like a church.
It's a white building
Wait a minute. Is it?
going down past a shrine.
Yeah. What was that? Height Road still or
No, that's in the other end.
That's
You're going down
Russellton
Pearl.
Pearl?
Pearl is the one that goes down the hill down toward
Yeah.
the light.
Oh, right. So when you hit the traffic light, there's that bar on your left-hand side.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
So-
Clyde and Patty.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
just a couple, like a block up from that
Couple
bar,
blocks
In
up
the
from
next
there.
block up.
there's that church.
Yes.
And I think outside right now they've got one of those like food pantry things. I don't know if you've driven
I
past there
think so.
lately.
I think, yeah.
So it was that church.
That's the
Yes.
church.
Okay.
It was then a Missionary Alliance church.
Okay.
Christian and Missionary Alliance Church.
And we had 2 ministers
Okay.
because I went to Sunday school, everything at that church when I was young.
So that was your church.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the minister that I really got attached to his name was Owens, Reverend Owens.
Yes.
And then he left and went up Grove City,
Somewhere in that area.
up in that area. He left the church, and then they brought this other one in. And what was his name?
I-
Van something.
I
Van
don't-
Horn?
I don't remember.
Well, it'd be in our wedding book, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted Reverend Owens also.
Okay.
So he is actually the one. I called him and asked him if he would come down, and he said, so we used both ministers. But Reverend Owens is the one that actually married us,
Okay.
because I wanted him to do the ceremony.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a good guy.
Cool.
Not that they all aren't.
Well,
but
right.
I just,
Everybody has their preference.
yeah. And my sister and I, went to Sunday school and stuff down all there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he married. Didn't he marry Lauren Steve too?
Owens,
Uh-huh.
I think.
I think so.
Who got married first?
Aunt Lolly.
When was she married?
Oh.
Several years. Well, we were married in 60. They were married in, what, 57, 58? No, before that.
Before that. 52, I want to say.
Oh.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, they were married several years before we were.
So you were still in high school when she
Oh,
got
yeah.
married? Yeah.
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 See, all that's probably written. All that's written down in Grandma's Bible in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys in our wedding,
I'll have to bring that out
the best man was
if I get past you.
a distant cousin, Al
Barry.
Barry. His mother,
And who was the other guy you had?
Ray Mateer.
Right, I couldn't think of his name.
But
I'm
I
looking
wo-
at the pictures thinking, I know.
I worked with him.
Yeah.
Ray Mateer, I worked with.
I put a puncture in my leg, Tim.
You did?
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
got a
do?
Band-Aid on
Hit
it.
the bottom of the door.
I hit the car door right on the bottom, right on the peak.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Nothing
fun.
hurt.
And by the way, this is the kind of stuff I'd be curious to ask about. It's not. I'm not trying to.
Oh, no,
this isn't some FBI interrogation.
No, but the guys in the wedding, the best man was, like I said, a second cousin. And the other ones were a guy I worked with, Ray Mateer, my brother Cal, and Bobby Hutzel.
Okay. Okay.
And the girls were, maid of honor was her best friend, Irene, that lived next door.
Okay.
Then another girl that lived up behind them.
Most of it I can get through as long as you don't back up on me. I don't need a sore foot, too.
Then another girl, it was strange, I dated for a while until got connected with her.
Who was that?
Jane,
Oh,
So
we
one-
went to high school with her.
Yeah.
She was
Oh, yeah.
a best friend of hers.
she
Yeah.
was in our wedding.
So that's what I
So
was
so
saying.
one of her bridesmaids you had previously dated.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know what this is. Yeah.
Because I think you've said you guys didn't start, officially dating until after high school.
Right.
Right.
That's Uncle Alex.
Yeah, we got engaged in 59 and got married in 60.
Where were you at when you popped the question? You remember that?
Drive-in,
Drive-in.
yeah.
What movie?
Have no idea.
Harmerville.
Yeah.
It was a drive-in, used to be in Harmerville.
You don't remember what movie was playing?
Oh, no.
No.
That's been too many. Now, these are obituaries on my brother, or my Uncle Robert in California, Alex. Uncle Johnny's obituary. And Dot. And Dot. Oh, no, this is Johnny's Dot.
Yeah.
When I saw 93, and I thought, no. 50th anniversary.
Kind of bittersweet too. I think it was the '93 Walmsley reunion. I think you would have been behind the camera because I think I heard you talking most of the time. Kind of bittersweet because you were kind of going through and everybody was saying hi to. I said, say hi to Uncle Harry because he couldn't make it because he would have been. That would have
Yeah.
been a couple weeks, or a couple days before he passed. Because it was July '93 when that reunion happened, and he passed in July '93.
Right.
What day did he? What day was it in July he passed? July.
Who?
Your dad.
25th. No, 18.
18th. 18th.
Because your cousin died a week later on the 25th.
And
Okay.
that's different. That's the 13 children, years ago.
The headline: 13 children in family, but she has no regrets. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Walmsley are proof that children are cheaper by the dozen, even a baker's dozen. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Go make a copy of that if you want.
Yeah, I think I will. Because it was either that or it sucks. There's no date on here because I'm pretty sure that The Natrona Heights Library now has all of the microfilms after the Trenum one closed up. So if this was from the Valley, it'd be in there. It's just don't know the date.
Don't know the date.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will make a copy of that.
Yeah, if you, when you make a copy of it, do color.
Okay.
It'll come out better.
Okay.
My grandmother and grandfather's 50th wedding anniversary paper. This was my Uncle Pee Wee. No, this is John. Oh, no. It was written by Uncle John.
Yeah.
That is Uncle Pee Wee, isn't it?
I don't know.
Your wedding too. I got a kick out of it. You know, they somebody had
Oh, that's
the
Uncle-
moment when you guys cut the cake. She fed you a piece, and the look on your face. You almost look like the cake didn't taste good or something like that, or
I'm not one for icing.
you're okay. So that was it. Because you just kind of had this look like and I'm like
Yeah.
oh, did the cake not taste good?
No, it was all icing.
Okay.
May 14th, 1975. Last day Harry worked.
Yeah.
That's when I was installed as matron in Star.
In
my dad called me.
75.
My dad called me the next day and wanted to know, what are you doing? And I says, well, nothing. Why? Well, I just called to tell you I retired.
What, he kept that a secret, or?
Well, what
Or is-
happened, he
it
went to
was-
the doctor,
Yes.
Okay,
and he was having heart problem then.
okay.
And the doctor told him, you will retire.
Oh,
George Scheid.
Yeah. He didn't give an option. He
Yeah.
said, you will
He
retire.
said, you are done today.
wow.
Yep.
So, his last position he would have held at golf, I mean, like, what was his position?
He was electrician.
Now,
Like-
when he retired, he was a maintenance supervisor, but in charge of outside contractors.
Oh, so there would have been manual labor involved.
In his earlier days, yes.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out why a doctor, would tell somebody you're stopping today,
Yeah.
because obviously he would have been putting in some, pretty heavy labor then. If
Well, it was his job at the time, trying to coordinate contractors with management,
Yeah.
and whatever.
okay.
That's the
that
paper you wrote about your great grandmother passing away.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Yep. I put all those things in this Bible. I
Yeah.
know there's a page in here with stuff written on.
It's probably toward the middle.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was cool.
Uh-huh.
That was cool.
I don't know where it's at in here, but I know.
Then I saw you had you hired a band for the wedding.
Oh,
That was strange.
that was strange.
Yeah.
When we started dating, we would go to the local places, and they would sometimes either have a DJ or a band.
Mm-hmm.
And one place we would go to, the name of the band was Francis Mann. His real name was Francis Mangieri.
Fran Man.
Okay.
Brand Man is what he went by.
Yeah.
So when it come time to make arrangements for the reception, her dad went up, talked to the owner, and she was a lady that had a foreign accent. And she told Pap, I hire band, French's Men. We thought it was French's Men. Well, when we got there,
We thought.
we saw who it was, and it was
He was as shocked
unreal.
as we were.
Yeah, we went up to him and told him who we were. It was unbelievable. The guy that had the band when we would go out dancing.
Oh wow.
Your dad drew
Francis.
that in 1972. See, I kept all that good stuff.
Nice.
Lorianne drew this one. Well, that's just
So okay, yeah. So you guys knew as soon as you walked in, like, oh my God, it's them.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't have known, wedding traditions back then. You know, did people hire a DJ or did they hire a band or was it a little bit of both? You know, whatever they wanted.
Either one.
Either one, yeah. My dad had said too. It was one of the film reels that I was telling you about, on the bigger reel that kept splitting on me. Again, it was hard to figure out where you guys were at, but I think at one point too, you see Uncle Jim Smith, and he was giving one of the little kids there. He was giving him a haircut. For some reason, somebody decided to take a film of that. But then later on, you were dancing with somebody, and my dad thought that it might have been, you know,
My niece Jane.
your niece, because then he told me, he said, yeah, Pap used to enter competition. They used to do dance competitions sometimes,
Jane and I.
and she was your partner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we even started dating, there was a group of us that went to different locations in the valley.
Yeah.
Where they would have dances,
Yeah.
and my niece and I would, and they would have several couples doing the whatever was required at the time, and 99% of the time, my niece and I won.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember years ago, you know, hearing stories of Uncle Cal, that Uncle Cal was a ballroom dancer, but
Him and Dot.
yeah, but I didn't know that.
They even well, that was way after us.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. Yeah, you had some fun dancing back in
yeah.
the day. Obviously not quite ballroom dancing,
No.
but still dancing.
You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, my niece and I, between what is called the cha-cha, jitterbug, slow dance. What else did they have?
Yep, you and Jane.
Yeah, different styles. We would get up and compete.
Yeah.
This guy used to live right next door to us. Your dad has an electric train that was his,
Okay.
and a truck
Okay.
Like
Which side?
Over this side.
Oh, okay.
right there. Where, yeah. Paul's son, and it turned out he knew somebody that raised my father. When
It was a mutual uncle.
yeah, they had
Uncle
a
Phil
mutual-
was his.
To my dad, I think it was like a step uncle. One of them, they weren't full uncle, full. I don't think it was the same person.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
it was.
when
It was
we
Uncle-
first moved here, we invited them over. They lived right next door, and they came over to see us and meet us.
Yeah.
And I had my dad's picture sitting out, and Paul looked at me and he says, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah.
I said, "That's my father." He says, "I know him." And now that was really strange, Sam.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they had a mutual uncle.
Mutual uncle.
Huh.
Yeah, he came from, even though his name was Snyder, he came from the Hodel family. Was involved in up in Harmer Heights, up where the cemetery is.
Yeah.
The Hodel family at one time owned all that.
So that's why the street's named after them.
Right.
On
Yeah.
the street. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's one section in the cemetery, the upper part, where her brother is buried, was Hodel family.
Yeah. I don't know what. I know there's pages in here with stuff written down, but don't ask me where they are.
More often than not, it's
Puckety
toward the middle.
Presbyterian Church. I think this has to be when one of our kids were baptized. Earl James Johnson, son of Burl and Margaret Johnson, baptized this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
all
was
three of our kids were
December
baptized.
5th, 1965.
No, Laura Ann was baptized in that little Presbyterian church down in Harmer,
And Harmer. Yeah.
where Schultz Ford is up on the
Yeah,
hill.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You go down below, and there's a little church down
sits
in
back
there.
in there.
Okay.
It's now a historical site,
Oh.
Yeah.
and that was Harmerville Presbyterian Church.
And that's where Aunt Laura was baptized.
That's where she was baptized.
Okay. Yeah, because before you guys moved in here, you lived somewhere else for a short period, right?
In the campgrounds with
In the
In
campground
the
with
my
his
mother.
mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. So when you guys were newlyweds, you were living with your mom.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Half the
it-
time she wasn't there.
Yeah.
She traveled.
Oh.
And it got so well that place down there being close to the river and
There,
the way
just-
the houses were built then,
Chess McMahon
it was
retires from
infested
golf.
with rats in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, so that's when we decided to have the house built and move
The
out.
hell with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my dad, he did well in life. He only graduated from New Kent Grade School. Joined the golf in 1936 as a craftsman in the construction and maintenance department. In years followed, he served as an electrician, head electrician, general foreman, and planner scheduler. From 74 until his retirement, he was construction inspector for the building and service design section of the plant design and maintenance department. Past president and member of the World Council, member of the Lord of Moose, New Kensington Friends of Scotting, the Masonic Lodge of Trentham, Ancient Accepted Scottish Rite, and Syria Temple.
I get the impression too that my dad absolutely adored his grandfather.
Oh, yes. And Edwin, too.
Yeah.
Yep. They spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
Helped him, doing things. Here we go. I knew
He
that.
would take them fishing, because I was never into that. And he would take them up to camp hunting.
Yeah.
Harry
Yeah.
Edwin Palmer.
Oh yeah, that was funny too. The '85 Palmer reunion. At one point, whoever was running the camera, they went up and talked to Pap. So he's talked to the camera just for 30 seconds or something
Yeah.
like that. And they said, Harry, how do you like the retired life? And he's like, retired? And he's like, I'm not. He goes, retired from my job. Yeah. He goes, not from the family or anything. He goes, so much to do.
Yep.
And then at that point, too, he had mentioned, I don't know how recent that would have been, but he mentioned that, that he's so busy anymore, he sold his camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
85, I don't know when if he would have sold it, recently or a couple years before that or whatever, but
I don't remember when.
yeah. And then I got a kick, too, at the end of the Palmer reunion. Somebody kept the camera rolling. I think it was whoever was running it. They said, oh, I got a couple minutes left. Might as well use up the whole tape. So, they get people leaving, just getting in their cars and leaving. And I've heard so many stories of my dad talking about Pap's Fleetwood Brougham, how ginormous that car was. And sure enough, he still had that car in 85 because him, Gigi, and Lolly all go to leave and they walk over to this big-ass Cadillac and watch that thing leave.
Yep.
Yep. My mother even has in here, she was married in a long blue chiffon gown, matching hat and white accessories. Married at a Justice of the Peace at 8 p.m. New Kensington, PA.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
One of the Cadillacs that Pap had, I think it was the one before he died. I think it was the light green one that he gave actually to Steve.
Okay.
And Steve had the habit of putting this orange or pink trim tape on it, whatever the hell it's called.
Pinstripe?
Pinstripe.
Yeah.
And after Steve did that to the Cadillac, Pap says, if I'd known he's going to do that, I'd have never sold that goddamn car to him.
I do remember you telling me that at one point because you said that that Uncle Steve liked to put all kind of ornaments and decorations on his car.
Yes. And when he put that pink pinstripe on that Cadillac, I thought Dad was going to have a fit.
And he did.
Yes. He said, I'd have never sold that goddamn car to him. Pap didn't have much time for Steve.
According to this, my grandfather, let's see, Mom's father, born February 12th.
Well, what about you?
Born
I
Farnsworth,
tolerated
England.
him.
Yeah.
Farnsworth, England. He never came to our wedding. To this day, we don't know why. No.
And he never talked to us until after Laura Ann was born.
Mm-hmm.
So for over a year, he never talked to us. Even though we would be over at Mom and Dad's, and
Yeah.
of course they live right across the street.
Right.
Lolly would come over, but he would not show his face.
Yeah.
Wasn't until after Laura was born that Steve.
Well, heck, I even remember as a little kid, when we would have Thanksgiving there, or like we'd come over for New Year's and that. And of course, Aunt Lolly would join, and Uncle Steve always stayed back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very seldom would he even come up over for dinner. Thanksgiving. Once in a while he did, but not very often.
Savannah Allison, the second child of Earl and Susan Smith Johnson. She weighed 9 pounds 11 ounces when she was born. She don't weigh much more than that now.
Yeah.
June 7th, 1985, in Allegheny Valley Hospital. Aubrey, Carrie, Delaney, Savannah, Samuel,
I'll have to
Abigail,
change the
Kaylin.
Johnson grandchildren around, because 4 of them have died.
Maybe that was another story my dad had told me, because now, because she was saying, or no, you were out here for that, that you guys would do Christmas Eve amongst your siblings. You'd split it up and share and all. Or no, maybe it was a different story. Anyways, my dad was saying that he always got a kick out of, I think it was when he said maybe Uncle Glenn would come into town to visit, and he would sometimes stay with you guys. That he just thought it was funny, just, the entire time, you and Uncle Glenn were just picking on each other.
Oh, yeah.
Just like,
Oh, yeah.
just like old times, just how siblings are.
More often than not, they would stay here.
Yeah,
I don't remember them staying with anybody else,
yeah.
but they would stay here.
No, I
Yeah,
think
'cause
they stayed here all the time.
he was reminiscing about that. And he thought he just got a kick out of that. How,
Well,
said,
same
yeah.
way with when Paul would be
Oh
here.
yeah, because that's what I told him. I remember, when I was a kid, those couple years that the Johnson reunions were sort of revived and people came into town, and just seeing Uncle Paul back then, it was funny. Just you guys just
Oh, yeah.
picking on each other all the time.
Yeah, that was the routine.
Yeah, yeah. I always got a kick out of him when he would come to town, Uncle Paul.
Cal would join in once in a while, but not too often.
Yeah.
His wife wouldn't let him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when our mother died, of course, all the relatives come in from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Cal and Dot lived down in Cheswick, what is now behind the sheets.
Yeah.
She would not let any member of the family stay with them. She says, "I do not want any boo-hooing relatives in my house."
Oh, no.
So no one stayed at their place.
Oh wow.
She hasn't. Mom has in here when she broke her wrist on Easter Sunday,
Oh, okay.
March 29th, 1970.
70.
They had come from camp, stopped at the cemetery, Lakewood,
Lakewood.
9:10.
Lakewood, yeah.
Okay.
and she slipped on one of them little white markers that was in the grass.
Yeah.
Went down. She come to the house. We were at the house and had dinner ready because it was Easter.
Mm-hmm.
She came in and she said, "I think I sprained my wrist." I looked at it. It's hanging. No, I think you broke your wrist, Mother. And then I have a nut cake recipe that she wrote with her left hand
Oh,
in my recipe box.
when her wrist would have been broken.
Yep, with
Yeah.
her broken wrist.
Oh, she wrote left-handed? I forget.
No.
Oh.
No, but she wrote this recipe out for me with her left
Oh,
hand.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what all I got in here, Sam.
Yeah. So my dad was telling stories too. I think the Kleitz films kind of sparked some memories in his head, and he was telling me Grandma Kleitz that her house, because he had shown me at one time. We were out that way years ago, and we stopped by because he wanted to see the grave markers and see the house and all that. And that's when he was telling me some story that I guess, Grandma Kleitz kind of had this funny line where she would say, "When my time comes, I don't have to go very far. Like, just point up the hill."
Right up the hill.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. when did she pass?
Oh, let's see.
Because obviously my dad has memories of her, so it would have been.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Grandma
Let's see,
Clyde's.
my mother died in '79. Grandma died in '76.
Okay. Yeah, so he'd have been.
She was 90 years old.
Yeah, so he'd have been 10,
Yeah.
maybe 11.
My mother died June 4th, 2016.
Who?
My mother,
Yes.
yep, June 4th, 2016.
Right.
That's all the stuff from that. I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. When my grandmother Clyde died, that morning she made pies.
I think I've heard this story.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Later in the days when she had her heart attack.
yeah.
90 years old.
Because, yeah, how was that discovered? Like somebody was coming by to pick her up to take her somewhere, and yeah.
Who were we just talking to about that picture of little Harry? Remember I said my sister has it?
Tom.
Tom,
Yeah.
a brother that I would have had.
Yeah. Right there. Picture.
He would have been 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
It's strange because my sister, he had, if you saw that picture up close, he was born with like a birthmark across one eye.
Okay.
And my sister was born with a mark behind one eye.
Oh.
And that, I mean, I never put the connection together till we were talking about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I've heard of baby Harry.
Right.
Yeah.
When did he, like, how old was he?
He's only 9 months old.
9 months.
Yeah.
I just saw that in here. His,
What was the cause of death?
Over too much. Too much.
he had surgery and
ether.
had too much, was given too much ether.
Back in those days, they gave ether
They
as
used
an
ether.
anesthetic,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and that stuff was powerful. And they gave him too much ether.
And that, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Uncle Dean,
They miscalculated for his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
his age and he was such a big baby that they figured,
Well, I was going to say, I don't know, obviously, how old this photograph of him would have been. Mm-hmm. That's a big baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
there's you
There's me. And Savannah.
and Savannah,
Yeah.
my Uncle Dean.
Did Gigi or Pap ever really talk much about baby Harry, or was it just kind of a,
Graham did.
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Pap.
He was buried on my birthday that year. I know,
Yeah.
what would have been my birthday.
Because that's tragic.
Yeah.
It's tragic.
No, that's me in a little velvet dress. To this day, I have that velvet dress.
Oh, you too?
Yes. Down in the bottom of that drum. With
No.
a blue velvet dress.
Yeah. No idea where the picture would have been taken.
No.
Yeah. Be too hard to tell now anyhow. Everything's changed so much. Yeah.
See, it's funny how we must have got that eye problem from my father.
Yeah.
See how his one eye? Because I used to take him down for shots in his eye down Shady Side.
Yeah.
So what
This
what
is
was the like, did he have an official diagnosis on that? Like, what did they
just
call
a
it?
droopy eyelid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's you and Savannah again. Another one of little Harry. That's the china cupboard that Laura Marie has
Yes.
for great grandma from Sam. April the 3rd, 94. There's my cousin Bill in his kilts. That's Bobby's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, that you have in the one that they talked to in the.
Yeah.
This has to be when my.
Yeah, and then I saw that one of the Walmsley reunions. Maybe it was the '93
You
one.
recognize that one, guy?
There was a. Oh, that's Doug, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, somebody showed up with bagpipes. Whether it was a family
That was
member
Bill.
or did they hire somebody? Oh,
No, that was Bill.
Yeah.
Well, there was one year that they did hire someone to play bagpipes.
Okay.
That's my Uncle Walt.
Bill never played bagpipes.
No,
No.
this is,
I remember, well, the only time we remember the bagpipes was when we were down here at the VFW.
wonder if Tom has this picture. My dad with a golf gang, it says. I went through this. Here, Lower Borough resident receives district Masonic post. It's when your dad Hap was
Yeah.
deputy.
Yeah, okay.
Walmsley Atkinson, Elaine's wedding.
So I remember my parents saying about their wedding, just some of the odd memories they had of the day. I think my mom had said before she had a cold that day. I think my dad said he caught it too, so they were both kind of sick. And it's a great time though. You have any weird things you remember from your wedding day, or
From our wedding day,
any
well, all I
funny
know is-
jokes somebody told, or
No. All I remember is the day before the wedding, the house next to Lolly is where her friend used to live. And they had an outside entrance to the basement and a little roof over it. And we went down to the basement for something, and as I went to go down the steps, I hit my head on the edge of the roof.
oh,
Uh-huh.
So I had a red mark on my forehead the morning of the wedding.
yeah.
Somebody put makeup on it.
I was gonna say because I didn't notice that.
No, someone put makeup on it.
Okay.
And then after the wedding, we went up to Graham and Pap's to change clothes so we could leave for our honeymoon. And there's rice all over the floor from where people had thrown rice and got in our clothes.
Oh, and then as you
And
changed
as we
clothes, it all
changed
fell on the
clothes,
floor.
Rice was on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
And we stayed at a motel in Monroeville.
Uh huh.
And then went down to Washington, D.C.
Oh, so your honeymoon was in D.C.
Yes,
Did you spend a week or?
close to a week.
Up
Yeah.
the week because we visited Pat and Paul.
Pat and Paul,
They lived down that way then.
They lived down in Virginia.
Yeah.
And we visited them. I remember we were in a restaurant, in a booth, sitting across from each other, and the waitress come over and took our order, and when she come back to serve, she looked at us and she says, "You're newlyweds, aren't you?" I remember that.
This is a commencement program for when my dad graduated from Harmerville Public School.
Oh wow.
I found all this stuff in Mom's. Little Harry had been born and died the same year.
Yes,
Yeah.
So there was something about you that day she just knew.
I guess.
I don't know what all I have in here. That was in here. I think I got a lot of this stuff from Mom's. Certificate of birth. Harry R. Palmer, February 19th. He was born 1937.
Baby Harry was, what was it again, the birth date?
February 19th, 1937.
Okay.
And he died he was buried on my birthday in November, so he must have died. I should surely have
Yeah.
probably have that somewhere here too.
Yeah.
Funeral director. That's November 27th, it says. But he was,
Just to mention the funeral director, when my dad died, he was killed in the coal mine. And the funeral home was over in Oakmont,
Okay.
a place called Gordon. It's no longer there. And I remember the casket, and they had a veil over it
Yeah.
because he was burned so badly, and he was not laid up; it was down in the bottom, so you could barely see it.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. That
I'm surprised for an accident like that they would have even done an open casket.
yeah, they did.
Wow.
You couldn't see much.
Yeah.
Little Harry's cemetery lost was $39.50.
Oh, jeez.
I'd have to check on the, run that through the inflation calculator to see what that would be. nowadays. Yeah, and some of the, I mean, not to speak
Yeah.
speak ill of the dead, but some of the stories I've heard from you, and just from little tidbits from my dad, some of the stories that he's recalled from you over the years, your dad did not sound like the most pleasant of individuals.
When he wasn't drinking, he was fine.
Yeah.
But on weekends, from the time he'd come off work until he went to work Monday morning, he was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And always started a fight.
Wow.
Always.
Yeah.
The last thing I remember of my dad was when we lived up Guys Run Road in the row houses,
Company house.
company house.
Yeah.
We lived in the last house, the first row.
Okay.
And at the time, my dad had a car that was on the other side of the road, and there was a creek right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been drinking. My older brother Cal and my brother-in-law Shrekky were at the house for some reason, and I can see the three of them out on that front porch fighting,
Mm-hmm.
trying to calm my dad down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the last thing I remember him.
I had heard a story. I don't know. I mean, obviously you would know this, whether it was true or not. Of like, I forget who in the world even told me that there was a time, at some point in time, your siblings had almost in a way yanked you out of the house and hid you from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we lived down in Harmerville, down by Target where that traffic light is, there used to be a double farmhouse,
Okay.
a duplex.
Yeah.
We lived, as you're facing it, we lived in the left-hand side. Lived there until probably 7 or 8 years old, but my older brothers and sisters are still at home.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime my dad would come home and start fighting with my mother,
Yeah.
they would get a hold of me and take me outside.
Wow.
And as the, particularly Cal and Eck, as they got older and my dad would come in and start picking on my mother, they would stand up for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my sister Eck saying that one time he went to hit my mother and Eck hit him with a shoe to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't nice stories that I remember
Yeah.
about him.
Right. Right. But it's all part of the story.
Yeah, that's
you
all
know?
part of it.
It's all part of it.
I'm sure there were good things. I remember when my grandfather Kleitz used to raise a couple of hogs for butchering.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad would be in there, head over heels in the work.
Yeah.
I can remember, I can see him working with the hogs and getting everything prepared and scraped and whatever.
Yeah.
I can remember all that going on. So those were the decent days.
Mm-hmm.
And he helped his brother, my Uncle Burl, build a house in Kinloch.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them built the house.
And I remember, this is going back a number of years. I think it might have been when I was in 7th or 8th grade. One of my classes, we had a project where I forget what they called it, but basically you interviewed an elder in your family, and I picked you. And I remember it was just like a brief questionnaire, like maybe 15, 20 questions, something like that. And I think you had mentioned, because now that you say Kinloch, that you were born there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So at some point, you guys lived in Kinloch.
Yeah.
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 It was shortly. Well, I wasn't very old when we moved to the farmhouse in Harmerville.
Okay. So it's not like you wouldn't have any memories of Kinloch.
No.
Yeah.
All I remember is as you went into
Oh, I
Kinloch.
want to make a
That's
copy
right.
of that. Yeah.
Copy it.
As you went into Kinloch, near the what is now the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
There used to be row houses up behind there,
Okay.
and that's where I was born, up in that one row house.
Okay.
But of course, since then, they've been torn down.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if our mail came yet.
Yes,
Did it?
yeah, it came early.
I must have fell asleep.
I think you were.
I was so surprised that we did not get mail, and the post offices were closed the day of Carter's funeral.
On
Oh
Thursday.
yeah. When I was.
I've never known them to do that when a president died. All I knew is Tom said our mail lady, Colleen, told him, I get a day off on Thursday. But I didn't think of it. So I goes in the post office to mail stuff.
Yeah.
Went
Another
into my-
guy and I there. And
You went in to buy stamps.
I went in to get stamps, yeah. I said, gee, post office closed. He says, yeah, I wonder why. I says, I know why now that I got here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was Grandma, so we had to tape it with black tape. It just
Yeah.
coming apart.
So that would have been just her heirloom Bible. Was that passed down from somebody, or
No, that was just hers and Dad's.
so she bought that at
Yeah.
some point?
Somebody, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. Yep. She had everything in here.
I see that.
And that's a lot. I took a lot of it out.
Yeah.
Because it didn't even close. As I said, we had to tape it.
Mm-hmm.
It was all coming apart there.
So where was that at? Would that have been in her bedroom somewhere?
No, it was in the living room.
Oh.
On those end tables, actually the end tables that I have in the office room,
Okay.
the bottom shelf. She kept it on the bottom shelf.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was in there. Yeah, the people that have the house though now, I'm really happy to see how well they're taking care of it.
Mm-hmm. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, he built a deck on and towards the shed, the old metal shed down. They built his own shed.
Mm-hmm.
But, and even inside, they gave us a tour when Dee Dee and Ron were home one time, and Ron says, "Wonder if they'd let us see the house." I says, "I know they will, Ron." So we got a hold of her, and she says, "Sure, come on over." They have not really changed.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they changed was the kitchen. And actually, the counter still was there.
Like the bar top.
Yeah. But they put in new kitchen cabinets. And instead of a table, they have one of them corner units with a bench, and table in. And the bathroom, though, is totally changed.
Remember you telling me
Yeah,
about
remember
that? You said they moved everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. But I'm just happy to see, being that my dad built that house from ground up.
Right.
And I'm just happy to see somebody taking care of it and using it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he would have built that after him and Graham got married, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was 6 or 7 months. Actually, I was born in November. They moved Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
That's all the older I was when they moved up there.
Where did they live before that?
Down Acme.
Oh, okay. Just somewhere else.
Yeah, just down off of Pearl Avenue down there
Oh.
somewhere.
Oh, okay. So that house could still be there too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got someplace I have a picture of. Well, there's one picture in here of my dad's mother. And I think that was in here. Of course, I never knew any of them because they were killed when he was young.
Okay.
Their car was, they had a car and it was, I think it was in here. Maybe not. Their car was hit with a train.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, yeah. They were both killed.
So both of his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my dad was 9 or 11. I always mix up how old Pap was when his dad was killed in the mine. And I think he was 9, so my dad might have been 11 when his parents were killed. I think this is my sister. No, it's not in here. It must be in. I know it was in here somewhere, but
Now, with you growing up, being that there was a bit of an age gap between you and your sister,
And
I
Aunt
mean,
Lolly.
like, yeah, were you guys particularly close, or were you, was she kind of doing her own thing and you were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
your,
kind of, because there was too many years.
yeah,
We got closer as we got older.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she would have, but she would have had kids, later in her marriage compared to yours.
She had a hard time getting pregnant,
Okay.
and she had to take pills for a while,
Oh, okay.
and then she had a C-section like your mom. She had a C-section with both of hers. So,
I see.
yeah. Yeah, we had
two before
we
she
had
had
two.
one.
We had Laura and Linda before she had
Edwin.
Edwin, and then she had Dee Dee. Yep.
It's cool. Cool to hear that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Make a copy of that, and then
You say you have the other films